Hey guys, several of y'all have asked me about how to play the question game to become a master negotiator. It's a really cool exercise and it will take your negotiation skills and getting what you want through the roof. It's huge, huge. Give you a background on it. A bunch of us went to Florida one time, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. We're standing in front of a class. A guy stands up in front and he says, "Hey, if I could show y'all how to be a master negotiator in 10 minutes or less, you'll be as good as Donald Trump. Would it be worth y'all showing up on time back from lunch break?" And we was like, "Heck yeah, absolutely." So naturally, we're 15 minutes early, waiting on him, which is hard to do for a sales, get them back on time. And so when he came up, it's actually a very simple exercise, but it is so powerful. You can do this in the hall, you can do this on the phone, you can do it in person, you can do it, take 2 minutes, 10 minutes. It's actually a very, very quick exercise. And the point is just find somebody and you're going to ask them a question, and they're going to ask you a question back that is logical and makes sense, and you cannot answer the question, so you can't cheat and give them the answer, and whoever can make it to 10 actually wins the game. If somebody gets stumped, they lose the game. So you can do that over a cup of coffee, or you can just do it for fun. You can bet a cup of coffee or whatever that is, or you can just do it for fun. It's a pretty cool exercise. So what that basically looks like is, I'd say, me and Olivia play it all the time. I never can beat her, but I'd say, "Olivia, why did you come to work today?" And she'd say, "Why do you ask?" And I'd say, "Why is that weird that I ask?" And you see how even I can struggle with that as much as I played, because it's so hard to not answer the question. And that is the key of what you're trying to master. Is our natural instinct is when somebody asks us a question, we immediately want to give them the answer. And that's why whenever you're negotiating with somebody and they ask you for, does the refrigerator stay with the house? And we normally say, "Sure, I can ask for it. Let me put it in the contract." And instead of saying, "Is that something that's important to you?" And they go, "Oh no, we were just asking. We have one. We were just wondering if we had to haul it off." And you're like, "Oh, man, live." So that is the power of it. It's huge, huge. Practice it. If you can get to 10, text me, let me know. Let me know how quick it was. And do that every day. Anytime I'm taking a habit, we know it takes 21, 30 days to create a habit. When I walk into the office where I'm around people in the morning and in playing that question game, I would actually have it so at 8 o'clock it came on, play the question game. At 10 o'clock another alarm came on, said if you won the question game or you did really good, I could actually go treat myself to something, maybe take a longer lunch break, maybe do whatever it was that made me happy, but I actually gave myself a little bit of reward. But it kept me on my mind for 2 hours. And the goal is for 2 hours in the morning, from 8 o'clock until 10, I would see if I could get people to do what I needed them to do, only with questions. And so it just opens up a whole new realm. And in that sense, a lot of times they wasn't even knowing that I was playing it, because I was practicing for myself. And so, that could be very easy to do. And you basically, when you walk up to somebody, you say, "How's it going?" And they say, "Sales is terrible." "Well, what are you going to do about it today?" And they go, "I don't know." And you say, "Well, if you did know, what would you do?" And all of a sudden they go, "I'll call for sale by owners." And you say, "How many?" And they're like, 10. Bam. Good. That's what we're trying to do as leaders, is get them to think for themselves and take the appropriate action that we know they need to take to become successful. So there it is. Quick wrap up. Need anything, let me know. And I think that can change everything. And it obviously, the biggest thing, and I just want to do this as a reminder, is silence. Practice that uncomfortable silence. He who asks the questions wins. And if you can control the silence and if they're more uncomfortable than you are, you'll win every time. Gives you a chance to think in the whole 9 yards. So practice that a bunch, master it, let me know how it goes. Talk to y'all soon.